अब डॉक्टर अंबेडकर को आप सीधे खारिज कर दे, उतना पढ़ा लिखा आदमी पूरे संविधान सभा में नहीं मिलता हमें।
Ambedkar's image has become someone no one can mess with. Ambedkar himself might not have approved of this deification. The fear of offending his followers often leads to a sanitized narrative.
अब डॉक्टर अंबेडकर को आप सीधे खारिज कर दे, उतना पढ़ा लिखा आदमी पूरे संविधान सभा में नहीं मिलता हमें।
अंबेडकर जी को आप किसी जाति में ब्रांड नहीं कर सकते।
अंबेडकर साहब के बारे में अगर हम लोग बताएं तो एक तरह से कह सकते हैं कि हिमालय को रुमाल से ढकना हो गया।
He is called a savior, a messiah, and the greatest Indian. That's what a 2012 poll by Outlook magazine showed. It asked who is the greatest Indian after Gandhi and saw Ambedkar receive an overwhelming number of votes. Dalit intellectuals argue that had the question simply been who is the greatest Indian, Ambedkar might have been the clear choice. Travel across India and you would have noticed photos of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar pasted on shop walls, huts and even chapels. Statues of him are arguably as common as those of Mahatma Gandhi. It is commonplace to call him radical and revolutionary or even the messiah of the socially oppressed people. On occasions like his birth anniversary, he is sometimes adorned like a Hindu god.
इस देश के दलितों के लिए, पिछड़ों के लिए डॉक्टर बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर भगवान का ही दर्जा रखते हैं।
Such devotion and passion have made Ambedkar a charismatic hero for a cult, elevating him above criticisms and challenges. Revered as a savior, a liberator, and the architect of the Indian Constitution, Ambedkar's image has become someone no one can mess with. Some veteran journalists believe this wasn't the case at least until the final decades of the 20th century. Arun Shoury's 1997 book Worshipping False Gods, for instance, could not only question Ambedkar's integrity, it even dismissed his contributions to the Constitution. Richard Attenborough, in his acclaimed 1982 film Gandhi, had omitted Ambedkar entirely. But in the post-Mandal era, as caste politics took center stage, the idea of Ambedkar became more and more intolerant of any form of criticism. But the rise of Ambedkar's divine status is rooted in his unparalleled contributions to Indian society. From drafting a constitution that guarantees equality to relentlessly fighting caste discrimination, he transformed the lives of millions of Dalits. He also championed women's rights, envisioned economic reforms and excelled academically.
बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर उनके लिए शायद भगवान ना हो, लेकिन इस देश के करोड़ों लोगों के, महिलाओं के, हक वंचित समाज के मुक्तिदाता हैं।
Even Nobel laureate Amartya Sen hailed Ambedkar as the father of his economics. Beyond being a legal scholar of rare distinction, Ambedkar was also a pioneering social anthropologist. His 1916 paper at the Columbia University on the origins and practices of caste was arguably the first serious academic study of its kind in India. Yet Ambedkar's life was also one of unimaginable struggle. Denied access to water taps, forced to sit on gunny sacks at school and humiliated at every turn. Rising above these adversities to become one of India's foremost intellectuals is for many nothing short of a divine triumph. Unlike other national icons, the celebratory events associated with B.R. Ambedkar's life and legacy never become ritualistic and limited to just ceremony. Instead, they become one of the few public moments to engage with the question of caste and associated social realities often avoided in public discussions. The Ambedkarite movement isn't driven by blind worship or political gain. It reflects deep societal contradictions, making it hard for anyone to silence these voices. Such a legacy has made him immune to criticism or satire. To joke or question him is seen as belittling the struggle and sacrifices of an entire people.
बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर का अपमान कोई सहन नहीं करेगा.
Ironically, Ambedkar himself might not have approved of this deification. A rationalist and a thinker, he championed questioning tradition and authority. For him, hero worship was antithesis of critical inquiry and progress. Yet his pedestal today leaves little room for nuance, dialogue or reinterpretation. The fear of offending his followers often leads to a sanitized narrative that focuses solely on his heroism, sidelining his more controversial or complex ideas.